Pope Leo XIV's election sent shockwaves around the world. He is the first pope born in the United States. Born Robert Francis Prevost, the 69-year-old hails from Chicago. He embraces a dual heritage with both American and Peruvian citizenship. His Creole roots through his maternal grandparents add another layer to his diverse background. Pope Leo XIV is a scholar and a polyglot. He studied at Villanova University and the Catholic Theological Union in Chicago. He furthered his education at the Pontifical College of St. Thomas Aquinas in Rome. His linguistic abilities are impressive. He speaks English, Spanish, French, Italian, and Portuguese. He also reads Latin and German. Before his papacy, he served as the prefect of the dicastery for bishops. He also held the position of president of the Pontifical Commission for Latin America. These roles provided him with extensive experience within the church hierarchy. His time as cardinal, though brief, further prepared him for the papacy. The election of Pope Leo XIV marks a historic moment for the Catholic Church. His unique background and experiences position him to lead the Church in a time of great change and challenge. The world watches with anticipation to see how his leadership will unfold. The world watched as Cardinal Prevost became Pope Leo XIV. Elected on the evening of May 8, 2025, he quickly embraced his new role. His first act as Pope was a traditional one. He appeared on the balcony of St. Peter's Basilica to greet the cheering crowds. Following the appearance, he returned to the Vatican. He chose the Sant'Uffizio Palace as his temporary residence. This decision, though seemingly minor, was significant. It demonstrated a departure from the Apostolic Palace, favored by his predecessors. The next day he emerged again. He was adorned in the papal vestments. He chose a gold cross, an embroidered stole, and a red mozzetta. These choices, though symbolic, offered a glimpse into his approach. He seemed to embrace tradition while hinting at a simpler style. His first public address was a scripted homily delivered in the Sistine Chapel. The homily was measured and traditional. It provided little insight into his personal views or his plans for the Church. However, it set the tone for his early days as Pope. Pope Leo XIV wasted no time in addressing the faithful. On May 9th, he celebrated his first Mass as Pope. The Mass took place in St. Peter's Basilica, a fitting venue for the occasion. It was during this Mass that he delivered his first homily as Pope Leo XIV. His homily focused on two key themes: missionary outreach and the true nature of Jesus. He emphasized the importance of spreading the gospel message. He also warned against reducing Jesus to a mere charismatic figure. These themes, though not groundbreaking, offered insight into his priorities. In a break from tradition, the Mass was celebrated in 3 languages. Pope Leo XIV delivered portions of the Mass in English, Spanish, and Italian. This multilingual approach reflected his own background and the global reach of the Catholic Church. It also signaled his desire to connect with Catholics from all walks of life. Following the Mass, he met with his American cardinals. This meeting, though private, was seen as significant. It suggested that he intended to maintain close ties with the American Church. Later that day, he held a press conference with international journalists. Pope Leo XIV's schedule for the coming weeks is packed. Each engagement offers an opportunity to further understand his leadership. On May 10th, he will meet with all the cardinals. This meeting is crucial for establishing his authority and outlining his vision for the Church. On May 11th, he will lead the midday prayer from the balcony of St. Peter's Basilica. This event will provide another opportunity for the world to see him in action. His demeanor and the content of his prayer will be closely scrutinized. His interactions with the media are also telling. He will hold another meeting with journalists on the May 12th. This continued engagement with the press suggests a willingness to be open and accessible. It also indicates an understanding of the importance of communication in the modern world. Further meetings highlight the diplomatic aspect of his role. He will meet with diplomats on May 16th. This event will provide insight into his approach to international relations. His inaugural Mass, scheduled for May 18th in St. Peter's Square, will be a grand spectacle. Finally, his first general audience on May 21st will be a key moment. This event will allow him to directly address the concerns of the faithful. His words and actions during these early days will be analyzed and debated for years to come. They offer a glimpse into the papacy of a man who is both familiar and unknown.